Hello fam, welcome back to our channel. Ohaneze Ndigbo, which happened to be the apex Igbo social-cultural group in Nigeria, is seen as a coordinating organization that represents the entirety of Ndigbos. It has been in existence even in the times of Ojukwu, well recognized, the late Ojukwu, well recognized, and for recent past, it has been bedeviled by internal issues, some newer generation trying to upsurge the older ones. But in all, it is still seen, the organization is still seen as the apex social-cultural Igbo group in Nigeria, representing the Igbo people as a tribe and as a people. Well, they're actually going into the polls, and the people are beginning to demand for the right governance. They're demanding for things that I do not know if eventually they will get what they're looking for. But the likes of the diaspora Ndigbos are speaking up. Don't forget that there's a lot of role to be played by Ohaneze Ndigbo group. Also, either in the issue of Biafra actualization or in the issue of Igbo presidency come 2023. It can either make or mar them, because whoever that will emerge will either make a choice to either make Biafra agitation to become a reality or Igbo presidency a reality. But before we go into the newspaper for the analysis, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. All right, the Diaspora Igbo group, the Igbo World Assembly, IWA, at the weekend said any potential candidate to be considered for the next president of Ohaneze Ndigbo must be ready to confront security challenges in Igbo land. Don't forget that I think the ninth or the seventh Igbo presidential a president general of Ohaneze Ndigbo has been Nwodo, okay, and a lot of persons have called him so many names. Some persons said he had done well, other persons believe that at some point he became a sabotage, because I remembered very vividly sometime last year, yes, in 2019, the second Republican lawmaker, that's Junior Mohammed, had actually came on and exposed something that happened in secret, and that became an issue where a lot of Indigbos became a bit disappointed in Nwodo, where he said that the Nwodo that Indigbos are carrying on their head had actually come behind and knelt down before him, asking that they should allow him be choose Igbo presidency, they should nominate him for Igbo presidency. And it was a shame, so to speak, and there was a lot of outcry. But eventually Nnamdi amended his ways, and he tried to see how he could collaborate with the North and see how they can realize Igbo presidency in 2023. But now we're looking at, outside Nwodo, there has to be another president general coming up. Now, the group, in a visual world press conference jointly addressed by its chairman Dr. Nwachukwu, Anna Kweze, vice chairman Christian Onora, and Oliver Nwangwo, Secretary General, at the weekend, appealed to the Igbo extraction to elect a credible president that could protect the Igbo agenda. IWA, otherwise known as Igbo World Assembly, therefore appealed for the timetable for the election, added that Imeobi meeting should be summoned for direction regarding the election. I'll say that again. IWA therefore appealed for the timetable for the election, adding that Imeobi meeting should be summoned for direction regarding the election. This, it noted, would enable the diasporas plan their attendance to the election. To be globally competitive, the new Ohaneze President General, according to IWA, should establish strong working relationship with Ndigbo in diaspora through the already established Ohaneze Ndigbo in diaspora. This is even as the group advised that Ohanese's constitutional stipulation for the election process be followed and fully complied with. Experience of good working relationship with other regional powers, relationship with other major Igbo groups, ability to unite or bring to the table all the important group Igbo groups, and other neighboring brothers and sisters states ability to assemble the business community within and outside Igbo land and for the development of Igbo land, ability to reach out to women and youth, ability to establish financial independence for Ohaneze Ndigbo, among others, were listed as the condition for the president of the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization. Now, they're telling those in charge of the elections and those who are looking out, they're looking at particular characteristics that the President General of Ohaneze, that's the Apex Social Cultural Group, should have or should possess, or else it may not, function in full capacity as the Apex group, social cultural group in Igbo land. Don't forget that at some point, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB at some point, during the agitation, they had some little fracas simply because, they became, the ideology was no longer the same. Yes, apologies were made along the line, but these are the things the IWA is talking about. So look, you should have the ability to merge other major groups in Igbo land, okay, and also sustain relationship outside the region and also sister states and brother states around Igbo land, which means that it should have diplomatic relationship such that nobody feels neglected or nobody feels insulted. And these are things that actually can sustain the Igbo tribe. And they also listed some other things like issue of security. It cannot be overemphasized. Nobody should go in there to become a slave to another tribe. It shouldn't be a place where you begin to. It shouldn't. In fact, anybody going in that position should not be going there for the title's sake. Right now, Igbo, the region is in dire need of. They are very dire need of leadership direction. Simply because if you check what is going on, other regions have started stepping up. Okay, they've decided and demanding what they desire. Don't forget that because of what is probably going on in the southeastern region, southeastern region and old Igbo region generally, that has given rise, okay, to people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaking up, and most times Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes very aggressive over his ideology, and that may not that doesn't sync well. It's not in sync with what Nwodo had believed in. Hence, there seem to be some sort of loggerheads, some sort of disagreement with him. But that has been settled. But they're now saying going forward, we should have something better. We should have a better diplomatic relationship. All major groups should be carrying along, and that is what that region is in dire need of. Collaboration, unity in one purpose, so that if one says yes, everybody stands on that yes. The reason why indigenous people of Biafra, I perceive this from my perspective now, the reason why the indigenous people of Biafra were easily proscribed was simply because um major Igbo groups in Igbo land, and of course the leadership, the political leadership of southeastern states were not in one accord over that issue. Now it would have been very easy to say they have issues, yes, but prescribing them, they would have brought out the strong reasons why they shouldn't be prescribed. Up till now, Fulani herdsmen have not been prescribed. Okay, the world have given them, I think, third most dangerous terrorist group, but yet in Nigeria they are living freely. They are seen as, in fact, super citizens of Nigeria, but in the world they've given a name tag, and that's simply because their leaders have refused to allow anybody prescribe them, even though they keep seeing signs and symptoms of their havoc, their menaces everywhere. But nobody is speaking. Even if you only speak, but they're not being prescribed. Now imagine if the leadership of Ndigbo had spoken as at when they were supposed to speak, IPOB may not have been prescribed today. Now that's one of the reasons why the likes of IWA are saying whoever that will be the president of an apex Igbo group should carry other major groups along. Okay, be at sync with everyone, carry them along, be at meetings with them from time to time, and also you should be very bold to talk about this issue of security, or else, of course, nothing can be achieved successfully, even in this country, without security. So security should be one of the major priorities. So if you know that you do not have all these characteristics, please don't go in there for the name of the title of being president general of an epic social group of Ndigbo. Rather, if you know you have what it takes, come on, step out and let the Ndigbos get direction, especially in the socio-cultural group that needs direction, and also carry other groups ahead, because honestly, those guys are one of the most hardworking people who have been honestly seen, and they deserve good leadership, if you ask me. But then leadership will have to come within them. But that's what we're going to wrap it up. What do you think about this latest development? Why IWA is saying, yes, if they're going to go into the polls, we need the very best. And those people, the very best has to be people who have those qualities mentioned in the news. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take on what IWA are saying concerning Ohaneze Ndigbo's general president-elect or president general of Ohaneze Ndigbo? Let's interact in our comment section. Do you agree with the characteristics they want, or do you think it's just an impossible characteristic that no man can actually have? Let's interact in our comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more updates.